Overthinking experience.
New Year resolutions. It's a tricky one for me. I've never made any New Year's resolutions before. If Olivia was with me right now, the conversation would be a bit easier. What should I do to make myself more improving comparing to 2023? I could try computer dating. Olivia Loughwell has done it before. Only though, she met a 60-year-old when the information read, age 29. Oh Tom Riddle, I think computer dating isn't a good idea. What about a new hobby? I'm always been work-focused all the time for myself. How about a best friend here? My word, this is going to be trickier than I thought. I could try to have more of a fun side of myself. Beth and Karen sometimes spend time together. Andy and Rob often goes into the fun room. Even Daniel has got his own girlfriend. I need to change. Changing for the better that is.
Hi Oliver Loughwell. How are you feeling today?
You're contemplating about something. Tell us what's in your mind right now.
Hi Graham, Gareth and Peter Borking. I am doing well, thanks Graham. I am thinking of New Year resolutions, Peter. Since it's 2024 now, I need to make some changes for my personal self. The only thing is, I'm not exactly sure what resolutions I really want to focus on. Have you two got any ideas?
You could try to learn something new you've never experienced before.
You could try a new career if you have been having a mindset of wanting to do something new for ages. I might try maybe take an interest of how pubs work. Maybe I could become a pub owner and sell drinks much cheaper than most British pubs of their prices. Everard's pubs especially have become more dearer over the years.
I have a new interest of something from a few months ago. I've been interested of becoming a fashion designer with clothes and various of wearing items.
Fascinating. I might try coffee shops for the first time since I'm hoping to run a tea shop one day for real. I would like to get more experimental with hot drinks and see what snacks plus refreshments most coffee outlets would commonly sell.
I tried coffee myself that has a bit of whipped cream on the top. It was fine. Only though my stomach felt a bit off later that day a few hours after I had that hot drink from the outlet. Maybe I've added too much sugar to my drink.
Oliver? You haven't came out of your room for hours. You were late for your next advert review.
Oliver Loughwell? Are you okay?
Can you hear us?
What? Oh, I'm so sorry you three. I was contemplating heavily something about my personal own thoughts. I'm terribly sorry Natasha Pooley for being late. And I'm so sorry for not replying to your questions Sarah and Chia Hao.
You don't look happy about something, mate. Are you sure you are okay?
Were you overthinking?
No. I'm completely honest with you, Sarah Soft. I wasn't overthinking. I was concentrating about something important. Yes, that's it. I was.
Oliver Loughwell.
Sorry again, Natasha. I'll get on with the advert review right now.
That's not what I mentioned your name for. I can tell you're a bit overwhelmed. Come on, what's up?
Yeah, Oliver. Let's chat. Share your feelings with us.
We won't let Paul or Matilda know if it makes you feel more comfortable.
Well, okay then. But cheer how I'm not hugging you if I tell my honesty to please Sarah and Natasha. Get out of it.
Eyebrow expression. I don't do man hugs anyway. I fancy women.
Just putting the clean mugs away after I've washed up the other day ago. There. Oh, hello people. How you been? I've been alright, thanks. So, you read the episode's title, and today's episode is going to be all about overthinking. You might know what it is, you might not know what it means, but don't you worry, I'll tell you what overthinking's all about. Come with me. So, what is overthinking? Well, basically, it's where your brain has too many thoughts all in one time. Where, say, like you got an itinerary, but then something else comes up which might not be relevant to the subject. And overthinking can be caused by not enough sleep, or if you've been feeling stressed out quite a lot as of recently. Maybe as well, if you have any other issues with your body condition or something like that. And you're probably be thinking why I am talking about overthinking. Well, that's because I definitely had experience of overthinking. Is it part of growing up, you might be asking? I guess it could be part of growing up, where when people get older, their brains functions more differently comparing to when they were kids or teenagers. And I think probably by the time I left college and before my home was built, I think I did have certain times I was overthinking. I was overthinking on a few days during in 2022. I think it was finding purposes and the uncertainty became more realistic to me. I think we've all been through a phase in our lives where the uncertainty can make us think overload. It can, where we get a bit anxious or we get so worried about the future, and to some people in general, they have worse issues in their own personal lives. Overthinking it can even be a common thing, it can be, where your brain struggles to try and be the same good person you've been for years, but as you get older and when changes happens and how people come and go and how the uncertainty becomes more and more clear, your brain can definitely react more differently comparing to how it used to react to changes, or what type of people come and went in your lives. So, do I ever think as of now? Actually, not really, because I've been working on how to, let's say, manage my stress and work on myself. I used to stay up really late. I used to when I was in my late teenage years and my early adulthood years. I used to stay up as late as 2 o'clock in the morning, probably going on my laptop, and because I'm autistic, I go in my own world. I used to do. Yeah, bear in mind, I'm not a perfect human being. I've made a lot of mistakes in my time. And to avoid making the show a bit too stale, let's go in another room and carry on talking about this and my experience with overthinking and what I've been learning through its progress between the age of 18 to about now. So let's go in a different room so the show doesn't feel too dull, sitting in one place. Go on then, I'm going. Jeez. Yes, so... Oh, sorry, didn't see me there. Yeah, I think how I've been overthinking, probably by the time maybe 2019 came, My brain must have struggled to cope with the current days and the modern lifestyle back then, mainly due to personal reasons. I think exams definitely used to make me overthink when I was a bit younger, when I used to do exams back in the day. Uh, Especially 2020, I think the uncertainty became more visible to me and how things changed for its process. At least the first 3 years between like 2020 to 2022 was a very uncertain time for me. But even back in 2021, I was in a bit of a directionless point I was back then. And that's probably the reason why Series 3 of this show was cut down because of, like, mainly personal reasons. I did plan to do more, but because of how many things was happening at the time, I had to cut the seasons short, but at least you got something out of me than nothing. Yeah, overthinking is possibly a common thing to anyone in general. Sorry, I'm contemplating a lot, which I'm doing now. I think even in earlier of 2023, when I'm still learning, I must have been overthinking about things. It can. Speaking of which, it can actually kill you. Actually, I'm being serious. Where if your brain overthinks too much too often, it can actually damage your cells, I think, possibly. I'm sorry I'm not making any sense. I'm just trying to explain a bit more of a serious subject, about overthinking. Can you stop saying overthinking? Oh, why is this show still on? I want to complain to the network. Oh God, not that ugly again. Oh, sus granddad. Not my actual granddad, just any granddad in general. Yeah, I think by the time one of my personal family members passed away, he died of cancer diseases. I mean, it happened at the worst time possible. I think I was possibly overthinking back then. It wasn't just that, but it was nearly Christmas at the time. And then and actually, I've looked at this word recently from a psychology channel called repressive coping, where you cope with your feelings in the most difficult times possible. I'm not sure if repressive coping can make you overthink. Does it make me overthink with difficult coping? It can actually, I believe. Yeah, and I bet some of you has definitely overthought before in your lives. You have, I bet, because I certainly have. I don't overthink anymore now because I've been working on how to improve on things. I advise you not to stay up too late, even if you are growing up, because if you don't get enough sleep, if you stay up so late, not only that you won't have a lot of time in the day, especially in the winter, but also, sorry I'm not looking at you so much. So if you stay up so often, it can actually as well cause you brain fogs, where your brain doesn't function properly as it should. I advise you not to drink too much soft drinks either, because I don't think that used to make me overthink, but it can actually make you fat apparently, where I used to drink so much Coke Zero pints a few years ago, and even you used to see me getting big bottles of Coke Zero at Poundland. And now I switched to spring water. I've been losing quite a fair amount of weight for myself. So remember, don't overthink. It's not good for your brain. And I know that's easy said and done. Can we stop talking about overthinking? Yeah, even the word overthink is annoying me. Anything I do annoys you. You're always doom and gloom and grey and rain. Ever since from day one. What do you want to see then on this show? Not you, that's for sure. Get off. Get off my hand. How am I on your land? I'm on your TV screen. I'm not in your garden, you old pensioner, whoever's watching this. Oh, Tom Riddle. Yeah, this is probably you. Oh, Tom Riddle, not you, it's okay. Stop that behaviour now! Only joking. Alright. This is supposed to be a serious episode, which it is, but I'm just trying to add a bit of humour so you're not going, as the credits started. What are you giving me that look for, that really concerned look for? I can see you! Don't go, nothing. You fibber, don't you dare lie to me. Otherwise I'll be rotten reality. Oh no, not him. Oh, it can't be worse than Lewis. Oi! I'm here, you know. I'm literally here. Don't you even compare me to rotten reality. You're the one who made me overthink as well. Don't you even think about it. Yeah, that means you. Ha ha. Alright. Sherlock on the Specsavers. That joke's old, you know. Yeah, come up with something else. Hey, it's called Lewis Looks, not the You Show. Like an argumentative married woman, you're a bit like that, who's never happy. Or you're a Karen. Right, manager, this guy was so rude to me. Really? Is Karen your girlfriend? No. Did he know my sexy secret? You'll regret what you say to me. How could you the John Wick look? How on earth can you be John Wick? Oh, I think I know what the case is. I think I've made you overthink because of my ridiculous humour. I do. The programme apologises for any personal damage. This show is never intended to do any damages whatsoever. It's all just for acting and educational as well. Did you know 2 + 2 = 4? And this is probably you. What on earth? Really? Wow. That's just hilarious. Wow, that's super sarcastic. A minute of my life I'll never get back. So yeah, I think we all need to learn how to be careful when it comes to overthinking. Can you just shut up and stop saying overthinking? Oh, this is shutting in, I can't take it anymore. Where's the mute button? Turn it off. Stop acting like a 5-year-old. How old are you? 21? Act like your age then for a change. It's not rocket science. Wow, you're a very tough crowd. You've always have been so. I guess every single being has been through overthinking. Let's just move on to something a bit less comedic, shall we say? No, comedic's not that word, Lewis. You've gone too far this time. Yeah, I'm going to get your show cancelled, and there's nothing you can do about it. How on earth are you going to get my show cancelled, eh? By sending complaints. That's not going to work. It very rarely works, you know, sending complaints to cancel the show. Very rarely works. I'll see if I can show you any new merch that I've got recently. I don't think I've shown you any for a while. Come on. Actually, I do have something new to show you all. And it's a brand new collecting hobby I'm starting to do. I've actually started to collect video games. So I got WarioWare Movie. I got it from my Nintendo store I have in October. And it was released on the 3rd of November. And like I said to you, this is all pre-recorded because of, well, personal decisions, shall we say. Here's a closer look of the pictures. And to prove it's sealed, as you can see here, pardon me, you can see the Nintendo seal. This one's from Argos, Super Mario Wonder. That's fake. No, it's not. Look, it's got the Nintendo seal on it. Yeah, that's a fake copy. That's illegal. It's made from the pirates. Ah, show me timbers. How on earth this can be made by pirates because of pirate copies? That's super illegal, you know. No, it's not. It's from an actual shop made from the manufacturer factory. Just in case you don't believe in me. Stop overthinking, will you? Stop saying that. Say that one more time. You'll bleed and you'll die. You're not John Wick yourselves from John Wick 2. I recommend John Wick if you want to see some action-packed, like, a really cool guy played by Keanu Reeves. I recommend John Wick if you've not seen it. I've seen the first 3 movies I have. So this is from Argos because I got it a bit cheaper than getting it on my Nintendo store. And if you're wondering how do we get sealed games, you can get sealed games from my Nintendo store, Argos, you can get it from John Lewis actually, not John Wick, John Lewis. I think you've heard of that shop before. Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend getting games from like Smith's Toy Superstores or the actual game store you see in Sports Direct, and you're probably going to be thinking why, because they won't have sealed up. I've heard that. I'll show you something else as well. It's not just that. I got an extra bonus thing. I got this WarioWare lunchbox I got from my Nintendo store. This was free, it was, because it came with a bonus item. Yeah, this is quite rare apparently. What I've heard from Game is that... Do I have anything else? Go on with your fat. Okay, I'm coming. Wait. I mean it. The reason being that I wouldn't recommend getting video games from Smith's or the actual game stores, because what I've heard is that the colleagues who works at those departments actually takes a seal out of the video game and test it at their own, and by the time they're done they put the game back in the case and then sell it at that shop. If you didn't know that fact, then you learn something new. So hopefully I've been educating you well today about overthinking and how to be careful, my advices. I show you a bit of my experience, what's been causing to overload your brain. So hopefully I helped you with how can you get video games with sealed copies guaranteed at a few places. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I do apologise if I'm boring you to death for the 119th time in a row. But if I have been, giving you a good episode, then that's brilliant to hear, because at least I'm trying to bring something original, rather than Hollywood cliche stuff. But it's going to get dark because it's winter, it gets dark sooner, but the summer will be back. Well, the spring and the summer will be back eventually. It's only temporary, the winter is. I think now, what am I going to do for myself now? Well, I wasn't going to shut the blinds and the curtains, turn on the lights, and just get on with my evening pretty much. I hope I haven't bored you to death, and I hope you take some advice as what I've been saying to you today. And I think you probably want to get on with watching something else that's better than me, because I've probably been too irritable for you. Once again, I apologise for being so irritable. If you don't want an episode without, if you want an episode without me, that can happen, I'm preluding the future for you. No, it's fine. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Enjoy one episode at least one day without seeing me at all, and then we'll see if you prefer that than watching me. Take care, and I might see you soon, but yeah, I think this has gone on for too long, hasn't it? Yeah. Calm down and chill down. What? Well, go on then. See you soon.